Used to the weather, although today might remind you of home a little bit. It's a little too hot for me, but whatever. Although she says she's enjoyed the scenery, the wonderful fruit, and the good company that she's met along the way. And so that almost makes all that chilly weather worthwhile. Today she will be giving her number 6 speech on vocal variety. The title is Be a Teacher, Not Just a Substitute. Please help me welcome our second speaker, Tonya Hollowy.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, for that wonderful introduction. And today is a great day to wear a sundress. Be a teacher, not just a substitute. It's a leadership quality I didn't always exhibit. I thought of myself as a good substitute, but a teacher, I didn't always feel I possessed those capabilities that well. Characteristics of a good teacher is someone who has compassion, control, is creative, and committed. Someone who has control of their environment so there is room for growth. But after pondering some of my own experiences as a substitute teacher, I started to realize that I did possess those capabilities to take that statement and apply it to my work as well as my community. For example, one of the first jobs I received as a substitute teacher was working at an alternative school. Now, even though this was a school for unruly kids and the academics wasn't the best, I figured this was going to be an easy job because the hours were only from 8 to 12. I could do this. I went into the school, signed in, and I was greeted by a police officer. Not a security officer at the school, a Fort Worth, Tarrant County police officer. I thought that was kind of strange. He told me, we're going to need an emergency number. I said, an emergency number? What are you going to need an emergency number for? He said, oh, you know, just in case something happens. Okay. I gave him my emergency number, my mother's number, and we proceeded down the hall to the classroom. Before he left, he said, good luck, and walked on. I opened the door, and it was straight out of a movie. Just like in the movies where the kids are hanging out everywhere, total chaos. The kids literally hanging out my window, they were on the desk, they were drawing graffiti on my chalkboard, and I thought, oh my goodness, they are going to eat me for lunch. I had to think of something quick because I was teaching algebra. Not the best subject that the kids wanted to learn, I'm pretty sure. So I noticed out the window there was a fast food restaurant. And I said, that's it. So I quickly got the attention of the class, told them everybody to sit down and who I was. And I said, hold up the worksheet that was left for them to do. And I said, this is the worksheet that your teacher told you are to do today. But I'm not going to ask you to do it individually. We're going to work this out as a group. And the first person that can go to the board and work the problem, show me how you got the answer, and get it right, I'll buy you lunch today. But they all said, you're lying, you're pulling our leg. And one kid in the back said, yo, Miss D, you can do that? You really gonna buy us lunch? You got permission to do that? Sure. I sure do. So first one get it right, lunch is on me. Well, they all rushed to the board like I was giving away Christmas gifts. And I said, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. 4 at a time. Everybody else at your desk, start writing down the problems. And I started getting them to work and to really think about how to work out their problem because I gave them an incentive, something to look forward to. And at the end of the day, I met my challenge for having obedience in the classroom, finishing the worksheets with all the classes, getting them to maybe even actually learn what we were doing that day, and I didn't have to take out a bank loan to buy lunch. Community service. As some of you may know, La Mesa Elementary School thrives on parent volunteers to help in fundraisers. In this particular morning, one parent that was helping out in a particular fundraiser became ill and wasn't able to make it. So they sent out a mass email asking someone to quickly show up to the school to help do the recycling project. I figured I had a few hours to spare, took my son, we went up to the school, and I told them I had 2 hours. They said, that's fine, we appreciate your help. I was substituting for 2 hours. We worked through the recycling pile that was left there, and time flew by so fast that before I knew it, my 2 hours was up, leaving only one person left. I told her, I'm sorry, but I have to go. And she understood, but as I was going home, I really felt bad about leaving her there alone because the job still wasn't done. There was more work to do. I did my schedule and opened up my morning so I could go back up there. And even though I was just substituting for that morning, I went back up and we finished the work. These qualities can be applied to almost any scenario. For instance, the lifeblood of any retail establishment is customer service, is the customer service you receive. Have you ever had this happen to you? You walk into a store, you go to the customer service desk, and you ask for help locating a particular item, only to be met with, I'm sorry, this is not my department, I'm just filling in for someone. Now, imagine what could have been accomplished if the employee had taken the attitude of not just being a substitute, but a teacher. I would have been less frustrated, and that store would have earned a satisfied customers. Even in today's economic times, we are willing to pay just a little bit more if we're going to get dedicated and customer-friendly service. In anything you do, never go in thinking, I'm just filling the space until someone more competent comes along. Instead, say to yourself, until someone else fills this position, it is my volition to do the best of my ability to maintain or enhance the responsibilities I've been given. I challenge you, next time you find yourself in that situation, be a teacher, not just a substitute. Mr. Toastmaster.